welcome to Model Madness Monday, which is basically Horus Heresy stroke 40k. I just can't come up with a name that doesn't infringe in copyright, or I can't get permission to use. But here we are with, I've got to say, a beautiful piece, which is a Necron Pylon, and I must say, it is a beautiful model. Now, I'm not building a Necron army, I just wanted to play around with building stuff, and I've had this kit sitting on my shelf for quite a while, so I thought, let's just build it. Now, I've got some other Necron bits as well, which we'll do some making of videos. Now, I haven't done any 40k for a while because I'm busy with everything else, suffering from a man cold, trying to get my new concept for the channel up and running, which is going very well, if I may add. And there's still time to jump onto my Patreon, because there's loads of awesome little deals in there for you. But let's look at this. Well, it is a Necron Pylon, and I've got to say, because it's so old, it's an old kit, I'm not too sure whether they do them anymore. It's an old kit, so the instructions were pretty old. Now, you don't have the benefit of all the new instructions you get today. You just get one sheet with that's it, basically. That's that points at that, and you can turn it around. That's what it looks like when it's finished. So that was kind of exciting. The only bit I was missing, I'm missing one tube, one bit that goes in the centre of it, which isn't in there. But to be fair, the instructions were pretty simple. I mean, it's a pretty simple kit to put together. But obviously these days the kits are a lot more detailed. And so for this, it's nice basic. It's an easy kit to build. It slides back and forth as well, which is kind of cool. So it sits like on a rail system, so you can move it around. It's a very Stargate-esque type weapon. And that's what I like about the Necrons. If I had the time and the patience to paint Necrons, I'd be building a Necron army. But they seem so finicky and fiddly that I would probably end up breaking them. But I've got to say, the big resin stuff is really nice. Obviously, you know, it spins around. And it's so beautiful. Now, the theme for this that I wanted to go for was something old and ancient, because it's actually a terrifying weapon if you read the rules for it, and it causes a lot of damage, and it moves forward as well, which is kind of cool. I wanted something old and ancient, so I've put a bit of rusting in there. It's got a bit of grit in there as well, and some shading where I've played around with the texture, colour and stuff. So the blue, when you get a closer look at it, there's different levels to the blue, which is quite nice. There's also some really superb chipping and aging effects on there, which are kind of like, now that's my theme. A lot of people aren't into the chipping effect all over their models, but I kind of liked the old, used and abused look. Now there's some rusting in there as well, and where there's some really bad casting on the model, I've used that to my advantage and layered some chipping rust in there as well. So it's kind of come out quite well. I mean, like I said, it's an old model from Forge World. I've got to say, it's one of their old daddies. I'm not too sure whether you can still get it anymore, but I've got to say, it's a really cool model. If I had a Necron army, this is the kind of thing I would be loading up on as well. Now, this is going up on my eBay channel today. It should be up there today. So if you're interested in it, pop up and have a look. But I've got to say, beautiful model. Now, there will be some more Necron pieces coming up shortly. We've still got a whole host of, I've got loads of stuff from Forge World sitting on my shelf. I think there's a couple of tanks up there that need some painting as well, so we'll have a go at those. But guys, you be good, you be safe. Now, I'm going to see you next week with some word bearers. I did promise that, but I'm going to see you next week with word bearers. And I'm kind of thinking I'm going to go the Space Wolf route. I don't know. Maybe Space Wolves is my bag. Who knows? Guys, you be good, you be safe, and I'm going to see you soon.